So welcome you all for the whole online classes. We are discussing the topic circular motion. In that circular motion, yesterday we completed the level 2 questions. So today we will start the level 3 questions of the circular motion. So let us see the question number 74. Chain of 100 links, so 1 meter long, has a mass of 2 kgs. When with the ends fastened together, it is said to rotate at 3000 rpm in a horizontal plane. The centripetal force on each link value they are asking us to calculate. So one chain is there. That chain is of having 100 links. In total 100 links are there. That all links together will form a chain of length value 1 meter. Then what happens? It is started rotating in a horizontal circle. So what is the total number of links are given by 100. What is the mass of the chain is given as? It is of 2 kg. So total length value L is equal to 1 meter. It is rotating in a horizontal circle. Number of rotations completed in 1 second per minute. That is frequency. Frequency means the number of rotations completed in 1 second. So frequency they given RPM, a revolution per minute. So F value will be given by 3000 to convert a revolution per second. Because frequency means number of revolution per second. But here given per minute. So convert into per second. So divide with this one. Divide by 60. Then 0 0 cancel. Here I will get of 50 Hz. When I know frequency value, so I can calculate omega value. Omega value will be given by 2 pi into f. Can I multiply with f of 50? Then I will get it a 100 into pi radian per second. Okay, no? This is the angular velocity value. They are asking us to calculate what is the centripetal force acting on the each link. Each link, there are total 100 links are there. Centripetal force formula. First, let me calculate the total centripetal force. Total centripetal force is given by mr into omega square. Can I write as mr into omega square? Here, what can I able to mention is the total circumference 2 pi r for each link. 2 pi r value is equal to L. So, what is the value of r is equal to L divided by 2 pi. Can I substitute the value of r and omega value? Then what I will get Fc? So, Fc value is equal to m value how much? 2 into r value how much? L divided by 2 pi into omega value how much? 100 into pi whole square. Correct? But this is the centripetal force on total 100 links. Asking us to calculate what is the centripetal force on each link. To calculate the centripetal force on each link, so what should I do? This is for 100 links. So on each link, can I call the centripetal force F dash? So what should I do? Total answer will be this Fc will be multiplied with 100. Will be divided by 100. Fc by 100. Then finally, what I will get answer? This is 2 into L value is equal to given it as 1 meter into 100 square into pi square divided by denominator value 2 into pi into 100. Understood now? Then 2 value cancel. 1 pi cancel. 100 cancel. Still what is left? Pi into 100. So what is pi into 100 value? Pi value 3.14 into 100, which will give us 314 meters. So which option? That is the third. Question understood now? This is the circular motion, horizontal circular motion. Like as usual, first we will get the questions based on horizontal circular motion. Then we will get a vertical circular motion. And very important point related with this level 3. So actually what level 2 questions with minimum knowledge, level 2 questions easily can be solved. But if you want to solve the level 3 questions, so everyone should have clear idea. Clearly you have to get it concept properly. If concept is clear, then only the level 3 questions can be solved. Okay, so this is question number 74. Next question. Question number 75. Boy is sitting on a horizontal platform in the shape of the disc at a distance of 5 meters from the center. Okay. When the speed of the wheel exceeds 10 rpm, the coefficient of friction between the boy and platform is how much? So question number of 75. One platform is there. That the horizontal platform, that is in the form of one disc, a circular disc is there. So this is the center. One boy was sitting here. So what is the distance? R value is equal to 5 meters. So that disk is started rotating. What is the angular frequency given? Sorry, frequency given. That is of 10 rpm. Now only written to convert it into seconds. So 10 by 60 rps. What is the frequency value? 1 by 6 rps. When I know frequency value, can I calculate omega? Omega value is equal to 2 pi f. When I multiply 2 pi into 1 by 6, so what I get the answer is the answer pi by 3. Pi by 3 units radian per second. After this, G value, what they are asking us to calculate? So what is the coefficient of friction value? Here, furthermore to rotating a circular path, who will provide? Actually, disk is rotating. Along with the disk, boy also will rotate now. So frictional force between the boy and the disk, that is given by mu into n value mg. Yesterday also written. So FC formula in terms of which one? Angular frequency and R value, or angular velocity and R value. Mr into omega square is equal to mu into m into g. Can I write now? So m value cancel. Then what is the value of mu value? Mu value is equal to R into omega square divided by g. Substitute the values. R value how much? R value is of 5. Omega square value pi by 3 whole square. Can I write pi square by 9 into g value of 10. Okay. Then 5 ones are 5 2. Then what I get the answer? Pi square divided by 18. So coefficient of friction, no units. The friction will provide necessary centripetal force for the ball to rotate along with the disk. So, what is the maximum coefficient of friction for the ball without slipping to rotate? That value will be given by pi square divided by how much? 18. This is question number 75. Next one. Question number 76. Important question is. What is this question is? 3 point masses each of mass m joined together using a strings to form an equilateral triangle of side A. The system is placed on a smooth horizontal surface and is rotated with a constant angular velocity omega about a vertical axis passing through the center of it. Then the tension in the each string is how much? What they consider is, they consider 3 masses. So each of mass value m only. Here also m, here also m, here also m. They started rotating. So it is forming an equilateral triangle. Each value side is A. This system is placed horizontally and it is started rotating about the centroid. About which one? Centroid. So what is the distance of the centroid from each vertices value will be given by? So that value will be. So if I consider any one, first I will write this distance if I want to calculate. That can be calculated now. So the distance value is equal to D is equal to A divided by root. So distance of the centroid from each vertices, that will be given by what? So that is A by root 3. By using the geometry, here we have discussed many times. Then so they started rotating in a circular path. What is the radius of the circular path? The radius only nothing but this. R value is equal to D is equal to A by root 3. Now what they are asking us to calculate? So they are asking us to calculate what is the tension in this string. So everyone now when they started rotating, the tension will provide necessary centripetal force. What should I calculate is, to calculate the centripetal force or tension, to calculate the centripetal force, what is the net tension force value I want to calculate. But remember always, whenever a body is suspended by a string, total weight of the body acts vertically downwards, tension will be away from the block. So let us consider any one mass. Can I consider this mass? So what is the tension value on this? All are identical masses. So same strings they connected. Here if I call the tension value T, here if I call the tension value T. So what is the equilateral triangle? This angle value is equal to 60 degrees. First let me calculate the resultant tension by using the parallelogram. According to the parallelogram, the resultant tension given by T square plus 2T square into cos 60 value. Correct? First what I want to calculate is net tension acting on one particle. So I consider this particle. Tension will be away from the block. So then this tension value T, this tension value T. Angle is 60 degrees. So resultant tension value t square plus t square plus 2t square into cos 60. After simplification, this value of 2t square plus this is 2t square into cos 60 value is equal to how much? 1 by 2. So that is of 2t square plus t square. So what is the answer of TR? TR value is equal to root 3 into t. What is this TR? A resultant tension acting on any one particle. This tension will provide necessary centripetal force. Okay. So T is the tension on each string. TR is the resultant tension. They are asking us to calculate T value. But this resultant tension will provide necessary centripetal force. So what is the resultant tension value? Root 3 into T. Centripetal force formula. So that is given by mr into omega square. Okay. Na? So tension in the string will provide a necessary centripetal force. Then, but what is R value? R is the distance from the center of it. R value is equal to A by root 3. Then what are you? Root 3 into T is equal to m into, so omega square into A divided by root 3. After, so T value is equal to how much, which is given by m into A into omega square by root 3. Root 3 into root 3, 3. Exactly, we got third option. This is only the answer. So T value is equal to m into A into omega square divided by 3. Where T is the tension in the each string. Okay. So this is the question number 76. Next one. Question number 78. So what is the question is, a particle P is rotating in a circle of radius r with a uniform speed v. AB is the diameter of the circle, C is the center. So the angular velocity of P about A and C are in the ratio. So let us consider a circular path. Particle is moving in a circular path. The circular path diameter given. So diameter of the circular path is given it as AB, and radius of the circular path given it as R. C is the center. We discussed already in synopsis. Angular velocity depends upon the point or axis about which it is calculated. Angular velocity value not seen about any point. So if I consider the particle was there here, corresponding to this position particle, so angular velocity, let us suppose angle swept by the radius vector, let be called some beta. When I written beta value in a time t, initially the radius vector is given by Cb. After some time the radius vector is given by which one? C2. So what is the angular velocity value? Omega c value given by omega c value. Angular velocity is equal to angular displacement by time. Correct? Now for the same point with respect to A, so what is the angular velocity value I want to calculate? With respect to A, angle swept value will be different. So this angle let me call alpha. Okay? So radius vector at A, what is the radius vector given by AP bar? So if it is alpha, this is also equal to alpha according to geometry. Then with respect to A, what is the angular velocity? Omega A. Omega is equal to alpha divided by T. Then what is the relation between beta and alpha? So in a triangle, exterior angle is equal to sum of the opposite to interior angles. So beta value is equal to alpha plus alpha. Then beta is equal to 2 into alpha. So what is beta value? Omega c into T. Here I can write now. Beta is equal to omega c into T. Therefore, omega c value is equal to 2 into omega. Otherwise, what is omega A divided by omega c value is equal to 1 by 2. So ratio is 1 is to. Understood now? So this is calculation of angular velocity by changing the axis of rotation. So the point about which you are calculating the angular velocity, so about which angular velocity to be calculated, that will be different. First with respect to C, next with respect to E. But remember, here we calculated the angular velocity for the same position of the particle. One is at the C, another is with respect to E. So this is question number 76. Next question. Question number 18. So what is this question is? A simple pendulum of length value L has a bob of mass M. When it is released, when the string is making an angle 60 degrees with the vertical. what is the tension in the string at the lowest position. They given simple pendulum. Bob is pulled one side and this string is making an angle theta. Length of the string is given it as L. So theta value given it as 60 degrees. This is the lowest position E and this is let me call P. What they are asking us to calculate? What is the tension in the string at the lowest point? To calculate the tension in the string at lowest point, so I need to know velocity. To calculate the velocity, here we call velocity V1. Already we know the formula. So V1 square value is equal to, or V1 value is equal to, this is the value if I want to calculate, or otherwise I can apply law of conservation of energy. According to law of conservation of energy, total energy at A will be equal to total energy at P. Correct? So total energy at A body having only kinetic energy, which is given by 1 by 2 into m into V1 square. At P, to oscillator, the velocity should become 0. Then it having only potential energy, which is given by m into g into h. But according to cos theta, this value height of the point is h, this value L minus h. Many times we are writing this cos theta formula. Cos theta value is equal to, so r minus h divided by r. Otherwise, h is equal to r into, so 1 minus cos theta. Can I substitute the value? Then what I will get? Here m value cancel. H value substitute. So what I will get? V1 square. V1 square value is equal to 2 into g into, here r value is nothing but L. Radius value is nothing but L. 2gl into how much? 1 minus cos theta. Theta value 60 degrees. Every time you can remember, whenever the angular position is given, to calculate the velocity at lowest point, what is the formula? So V1 square value is equal to 2 into g into L into 1 minus cos theta. This is the case only for oscillation. So then V1 square value is equal to, V1 square is equal to 2 into g into L, 1 minus cos 60 value 1 by 2. So then I will get V1 square value. Now this is V1 square is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 2 into g into L into 1 by 2. So 2 cancel. So V1 value is equal to root over g into L. When I calculate the V1 value, they are asking us to calculate what is the tension in the string at the lowest point. To calculate the tension at lowest point, tension value maximum. So T max formula m into V1 square by r plus mg. So m into V1 square value g into L by radius value L only plus mg. L value cancel, mg plus mg 2m. So T max or tension at the lowest end will be given by 2m. Question understood now? And we are applying this law of conservation of energy many times. Whenever you want to calculate the velocity, whatever it may be, either for oscillation or either for leaving the loop without moving in a circular path, to calculate the velocity, apply this law only, law of conservation of energy. Okay, this is question number 8. Next one. Question number 82. So what is this question is? A particle is suspended by a thread of length value L projected horizontally with a velocity root over 3gl at the lowest point. The height of the body at which the tension in the string becomes 0. So yesterday we discussed this condition. Now what they give me is, so particle is low at the lowest point, the velocity of the particle given. That V1 value given it as root over 3 into g into L. Condition you know, whenever the velocity value greater than or equal to 5gl, it will execute which motion? So vertical circular motion. If the velocity value less than or equal to root over 2gl, it will so oscillate about 1 point. The velocity value less than root over 5gl and greater than root over 2gl, that time what happen? It will go to certain height, from where it will fall down. Yesterday that height also we derived. Then velocity value greater than root over 2gl, then obviously it will not oscillate. It will travel up to certain height. Again from that height it will fall down. Yesterday we written the condition. It is fall down, let us suppose from the point P. When it is falling from the point P, they are asking us to calculate what is the height of that point. Okay now? directly also if you know the concept that you can apply. Otherwise, so to follow what is the condition, tension value should become 0. What is the tension value? M into Vp square by R plus mg into cos theta. So Vp square value, this is should be equal to 0. So Vp square value will be equal to m into Vp square is equal to V1 square minus 2 into g into h. So height of the point is, if I call this point height value is h. So V1 square into 2 into g into h by R plus m into g into cos theta value R minus h divided by R. So yesterday we discussed this. In both the terms, R value cancel. When R value cancel, finally we get the expression V1 square plus g into R. So plus minus 3 into g into h is equal to 0. What is h formula? V1 square plus g into R divided by how much? Divided by 3 into g. Once you check if you have any doubt. So regarding yesterday class. So this is the expression for height. When you know that formula directly you can write. No need of writing these steps also. So what is h value is equal to? H value is equal to V1 square plus g into R. V1 square plus g into R by 3gr. Now substitute the value of V1 square value. V1 square is given as 3. V1 is root 3gl. V1 square is 3gl plus g into L. Here radius value L by 3 into g. So which is equal to h value is equal to 4 into g into L by 3g. So g cancel. H answer will be given by 4 by 3 into L. What is h value? The height from which the body will fall down. Always to fall down, remember first, if the tension becomes 0 first, then velocity, then it will fall down without executing the circular loop. The velocity will become 0 first, then tension, it will oscillate. So these two conditions are there. Even yesterday related with this formula, we also calculate what is the maximum angular displacement theta value. To calculate the theta value, cos theta formula 1 minus h divided by r. By using that we derived. So this is the question number 82. Understood now? Two methods are there. When you know the concept term, directly you can write the formula. If you want to save the time, for objective point of view, time saving is very important. To save the time, you need to know the concept term fastly. You need to recall the concept term fastly. So this is question number 82. Next question. Question number 83. Even this concept also. See, in level 2 we did not get many questions which are based on the concept what we discussed. Because all level 2 questions what we got are all are basic questions. But see, in concept class, in class 3 of circular motion, well this one also we discussed. So question number 83. So a simple metal is suspended. This is the value of point of suspension. So bob is pulled one side until string is making an angle theta. Here our nail is fixed. The distance of the nail from the point of suspension let me call x. After leaving, then what happened? The bob started executing vertical motion. By which one has a center? This nail has a center. Can you remember this concept? So by nail as a center, what we want to calculate? What is the distance of this nail from the point of suspension? So directly written the formula x value. X value will be equal to how much? L into, so 3 plus 2 into cos theta. Can you remember that? If you want to derive, so in order to derive, then what we can able to write is according to law of conservation of energy concept also we can apply. The nail concept we discussed in so theory class, conceptual class. So what is the formula here? I will get here the formula in order to calculate the distance value. So what is the Marshall-Field condition? Let me call this point is A and this point is B. Or P. According to law of conservation of energy, EA value is equal to EB. So what is EA value? EA value is equal to, here only kinetic energy value, 1 by 2 into m into V1 square. Value is equal to, here only potential energy value, that is one here. So which energy will be there? It is going there. So potential energy value will be equal to, what is the value of potential energy here is m into g into total height value. If I call this value is h and this value is y, total height value will be equal to, so m into g into y plus h value will get. Okay, so in order to calculate m into g into y plus h value, here m value cancel. And for example, if I want to write in terms of that is y plus h value, so v1 square value and v2 square value. Once again, and what is the radius of the circular path in which particle is moving? The radius of the circular path value will be equal to how much I will get? So total radius they given na. So directly EA value is equal to E into P. It is executing the vertical circular motion. So if I call the total length value L, then what about this value will be equal to EA value is equal to EP by using this formula. So x value will be equal to x is equal to L into 3 plus 2 into cos theta divided by 5. Can you remember this? Whenever string is pulled to one side by making an angle theta with the vertical, then what we can able to write is, so what is the distance of the nail from the which point so distance of the nail from the point of suspension. So that time actually the total length value is equal to L. If I call this is x now, if the total length value is equal to L, then this length value will become L minus x. So L minus x value, then we get x value is equal to L into 3 plus 2 into cos theta divided by 5. Here they are asking nail is located at certain distance vertically below the point of suspension of a simple pendulum of length value 1 meter. So L value is given as 1 meter. Next, the pendulum is released from the horizontal position. When it is released, this is a general formula for any position. When it is released from the horizontal position, so theta value is equal to how much? 90. Now what they are asking us to calculate? Distance of the nail. X value they are asking to calculate. Can I substitute down? So x value is equal to L into L value is equal to 1 into 3 plus 2 into cos 90 degrees divided by how much? By 5. Finally, what I will get the answer is given by x value is equal to x is equal to 3 divided by 5. So that 3 divided by 5 value 0.6 meters. Second option. If you want to see this derivation for the concept class, x value is equal to, even we will get this by using this law of conservation of energy only. Here we will write 1 by 2 into m into v1 square, and here we will write EP value. By simplifying these two, you will get it. If you want once to check it out, how we will derive this formula? EA is equal to EP. So EA value 1 by 2 into m into v1 square is equal to EP value m into g into h value. So h can be written as L into 1 minus cos theta. Therefore, what I get? 1 by 2 into m into, to execute the vertical circular motion, velocity at the lower end formula 5 into g into r. R value given by L minus x will be equal to m into g into L into how much? 1 minus cos theta. So here m value, g value cancel. Then what I will get? 5 by 2 into L minus 5 by 2 into x will be equal to how much? L minus L into cos theta. Correct? So from this, which value I want to calculate? 5 by 2 into x value is equal to 5 by 2 into L minus L plus L into cos theta. Then what I will get? X value. So 5 by 2 into x value is equal to, so this value of 3 by 2. LCM is 2 for these two. 5 minus 3, 5 minus 2, that is 3. So 3 into L. If I take LCM here also, 2 into cos theta divided by 2. So 2 cancel. Then what I will get? X is equal to L into, if I take L common, L into 3 plus 2 into cos theta divided by how much? Divided by 5. This one only in a formula. Okay, that is for walk to execute vertical circular motion. Question number 85. Next question. Question number 85. So what is this question is? Test tube of mass 10 grams is closed with a cork of mass 1 gram having some ether is suspended by a thread of length value 1.4 centimeters. On heating the tube, the cork flies out the minimum velocity of the cork. So test tube will just dispatch a vertical circle. question number of 85. So what they given is one test tube is there. So that test tube is fitted with a rubber cork. One rubber cork is provided with this test tube. It is filled with some gas. Length value given. It is suspended by a thread of length value given here. So what happens on heating? Because of here some gas is there inside the test tube heater. When you heated, so what happens in the test tube? That the cork is came out. Let us call it came out with a velocity u. What is the velocity with which the cork should come out? Such that after cork will come out, the test tube should be rotated in a vertical circle to execute the vertical circle. So here I will apply according to law of conservation of linear momentum. According to law of conservation of linear momentum. According to law of conservation of linear momentum, what can I able to write this? So what is the initial momentum of the car? Then initial momentum of the car m into u will be equal to, so capital M into u. If the car came out with a velocity u, with the mass of the car, they given the data. So what is the mass of the car? We given it as car mass can I call small m. So that is a 1 gram. Mass of the test tube can I call capital M, that is of 10 grams. Now what happened? According to law of conservation of linear momentum, you can also write what is the initial momentum value 0, final momentum of the car m into u, and final momentum of the which one? So this glass tube, that is given by capital M into v. So what is the velocity with which car is moving v in a direction opposite? Why we take a minus sign? Both are in opposite direction. Initially both are at rest position. Initial momentum is 0 and final momentum of the car is m into u and final momentum of the tube is m into v. Then from this m into u value is equal to capital M into v. From this u value is equal to capital M into v divided by which one? Small. What is capital M value? Capital M value 10 grams by small m value 1 gram. And velocity. To execute the vertical circular motion, what is the velocity at the lower end? That velocity value will be equal to root over 5 into g into r, where r is the radius. So what I will get the answer for u is equal to 10 into root over 5 into g value 10 into r value. R is nothing but the radius. So what is the radius of this vertical circle? L value is nothing but 4 centimeters. 4 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters, which is nothing but r is equal to L is equal. Then what I will get 4 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Then what I will get the answer? So here is of u value is equal to 10 into root, which is of 10 into 1.414. So 1.4, which is of 14 meters per second. Question understood? When car left out to keep the momentum constant, so what happened to the tube? Will move in backward direction. Then they are asking us to calculate what is the velocity with which the car should come out for the tube to execute vertical circular motion. In order to execute the vertical circular motion, the velocity at the lower end should be equal to root over 5 into g into r. Okay, this is the question number 85. Next one, question number 86. So what is this? A simple pendulum bob is given horizontal velocity of root over g, velocity root over g. At the bottom, the angle with the vertical through which the ball swing before its velocity will become 0. Simple pendulum is there. Velocity at the lower end given. Velocity given as root over gl. No doubt, when velocity is less than root over 2gl, less than or equal to root over 2gl, it will oscillate. They are asking us to calculate what is the angular position up to which, at which its final velocity will become 0. Angular position if I call theta. This point let me call E. This point let me call P. Already written a formula. If you want once again, so then according to law of conservation of energy, EA value is equal to EP. EA value is equal to 1 by 2 into m into v1 square. EP value is equal to m into g into h, because here velocity will be 0. So what is the height of the point P? If I call h, this value L minus H. So H value can be written as L into 1 minus cos theta. Correct? L into 1 minus cos theta. Then here M value cancel. So directly what is the formula for V1 square? V1 square is equal to 2GL into 1 minus cos theta. Correct? Now they given V1 square value. They are asking us to calculate theta value. So what is V1 value? V1 value root GL. V1 square is equal to GL. GL is equal to 2GL into 1 minus cos theta. Velocity means undoubtedly, so you can write law of conservation of energy. Then what is the left? So 2 into 1 minus cos theta will be equal to how much? So will be equal to 2GL value will be cancelled. So will be of 1. Then 1 minus cos theta value is equal to 1 by 2. And what is cos theta is equal to of 1 minus 1 by 2. Finally, cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. So theta value is equal to how much? 60 degrees. Whenever the velocity given at the lower end will be equal to how much? 60 degrees. Then that time what happen? It will go to maximum angular amplitude of how much? 60 degrees. Okay? This is question number 86. Next question. Question number 88. So what is this question is? A small glass marble of mass m oscillate between the two edges inside a hemispherical glass bowl of radius small r. V is the speed of the marble at lowest point. What is the normal reaction at this position? So what they given is one hemispherical glass bowl was there. Inside this bowl, a small glass marble. It is started oscillating between the edges. Edges in the sense, so it will go horizontally also. Now they are asking us to calculate when it is there at mean position. So what is the normal reaction force? When it is there at mean position, its rate is given by mg and normal reaction is given by, can I call r? Then r minus mg. In order to rotate, so centripetal force is required. R minus mg value is equal to m into v square by r. So what is the value of r is equal to m into v square by r plus mg. But none of the options are there. They are asking us to express this r value in terms of v only. Here m and v. G needed to express in terms of which one? In terms of v only. How can we write? Actually, what is the maximum angular displacement up to which the ball is going? The ball is going at an angle of theta is equal to 90. Whenever the theta value is equal to 90, we are able to show. If I call this point is A and this highest point of this journey is B. According to law of conservation of energy, EA value is equal to EB. So EA value is equal to 1 by 2 into m into V1 square or V square. EB value is equal to, so at this point oscillating the velocity will be 0. Angular amplitude value, so which is given by m into g into h. H value L into 1 minus cos theta. Theta value 90. So then m value cancel. Then what will be v square? V square is equal to 2 into g into l. Whenever the bob is going or the ball is going to horizontal position, the velocity given at the lower end will be equal to root over 2gl. So what is the value of v? V is equal to root over 2gl. So therefore what I got now? Here we called it in terms of radius. So v value is equal to how much? I will write here. So v square is equal to, can I write 2 into g into r? So g value is equal to v square by 2 into r. I will call it as equation 1. Can I substitute g in equation 1? Then what I will get, r is equal to m into v square by r plus m into, so g value v square by 2r. So LCM is 2r. So 2 into m into v square plus m into v square by 2 into r. So what is the answer for r? 3 into m into v square by 2r. In question they clearly mentioned that marble was oscillating between the edges. Up to here it is going. If this condition is not given means we cannot express the answer like this. Okay, this is the question number 18. Next one. So question number 19. Yesterday we discussed this concept. What is this question is? A small mass m released with a horizontal speed v from the top of a smooth fixed hemispherical ball of radius value r. The angle theta with respect to vertical where it leaves the contact with the ball is one convex hemispherical ball. Can you remember in concept the last class, in third class? So we discussed this concept. This radius value given it as r. So a block is left from the top with a velocity here they given v. They asking us to calculate what is the angular position, angular amplitude, angular displacement value theta, at which the ball will slip out. The body will slip out. So in order to slip out, what is the condition? We written this. For slipping out, the condition value will be given by cos theta value is equal to v square by 3 into r into g plus 2 by 3. We derived this. So what is theta value? Theta is the angle made with the vertical from which the body will slip out. Can you remember this? If that concept is understood, means directly you can write. Otherwise it takes minimum 5 minutes to solve this. So once again we will see how to solve. In order to slip, what is the Marshall condition is tension should become 0. So at this point what happens? So its weight is given by mg. Weight is resolved into components. So this value of and this component is given by mg cos theta. And normal reaction value here is given by n. So condition is what? Mg cos theta minus n is equal to m into v square by r. From this n value is equal to mg cos theta minus m into v square by r. But condition for leaving the loop. So in order to leave it leaves the contact. To leave the contact, n value is 0. Then what I get? M into g into cos theta is equal to m into v square by r. So m value cancel. We get cos theta is equal to v square divided by r into g. To calculate the theta value, v square value you want. To calculate the v square value, we will apply law of conservation of energy. We called this point is h and this point is p. And if I call the height of the point P is we call the small h, and vertical height above this point P let me call y. Then according to law of conservation of energy, EH value is equal to EP. So EH value is equal to how much? At h, body having both kinetic energy and potential. 1 by 2 into m into v square plus m into g into y plus h. Total height value y plus h is equal to EP value 1 by 2 into m into. So can I call this velocity as v1 at this point P? So this one I will call it as v1 square. Then m into v1 square plus m into g into height value h. And after simplification we will write it as v1 value is equal to root over v square plus 2 into g into. So what is the value we will get here is 2 into g into r into 1 plus cos theta. By substituting this v1 value in this formula cos theta, finally we get cos theta value is equal to, so cos theta is equal to v square by 3 into r into g plus 2. We discussed this concept. Actually when we are discussing the concept, someone may think why is discussing that concept? Because that concept compulsory everywhere, whatever the point we discuss. Even single point also will not miss out. Based on every point, every concept, compulsory one question will be there in material. Okay, so this is the question number 9. The next one. So last question for this class and this topic of circular motion. A simple pendulum of length value L, here it is of length L, carries a bob of mass M. When bob is there at the lowest position, it is given the minimum horizontal speed which is necessary to move in a vertical circle about the point of suspension. When the string is horizontal, what is the net force acting on it? Question number 92. Simple pendulum is there, bob of mass M, suspended by a string of length L. The velocity given at the lowest point, minimum velocity. So because of that velocity, what happened? The bob is executing vertical circular motion. To execute the vertical circular motion, velocity at the lower end should be equal to root over 5 into g into L. They ask you what is the net force acting when string is horizontal. Can I call this point is A, this point is P. So to calculate the net force at point P, what are the forces acting? Tension in the string is T and its weight is given by mg. So resultant of T and mg I want to calculate. T and mg both are perpendicular. To calculate first I want to T. So T value can be calculated by using, so tension at point P is given by T. So Tp, can I call this as Tp? Tp value is equal to m into Vp square by R. Okay, R or L by L plus m into G into cos 90 because string is making an angle 90 degrees with vertical. Then what is the formula for Vp? To calculate Vp, again apply law of conservation of energy. Ea value is equal to Ep. From this Ea formula, 1 by 2 into m into V1 square is equal to at P. So what is the velocity will be given by which value I want to calculate? Vp square value I want to calculate. So what will get answer? 1 by 2 into m into so Vp square plus m into g into h value. H value is equal to L into 1 minus cos theta. Correct? 1 minus of cos theta value is equal to cos 90. Is it okay now? Then in all the terms m cancel. And they given V1 square value. That V1 square value will be equal to how much? So V1 square value, or otherwise I will write one more step. V1 square is equal to Vp square plus 2 into G into L. Cos 90 value is equal to 0. So 2 multiplied with the 2. So then V1 square is equal to Vp square plus 2 into G into L. So what is the value of Vp square? Vp square is equal to V1 square minus 2 into G into L. V1 square value 5 into G into L minus 2 into G into L. So what is the value of Vp square? Vp square value is equal to 3 into G into L. Already we know whenever the velocity given at the lower end is root over 5 into G into L, velocity at the horizontal position will be of root over 3 into G into L. Correct? So that is of root over 3 into G into L. Now can I calculate Tp value? Tp is equal to m into Vp square by L. Anyhow this term will be cancelled. So m into Vp square value 3 into G into L by L. So LL cancel. Tp value is equal to 3 into mg. What is the net force acting at point P given by F net value is equal to root over T square plus mg whole square. Tp square plus mg whole square. Because these both are perpendicular. So what are the forces acting? Two forces are acting at point P. At P, weight is given by mg, tension is given by T. Both are perpendicular. So what is the resultant value given by this? So what will get answer is root over 3 mg whole square plus mg whole square. What is 3 mg whole square value? That is of 9 into mg square plus mg square. If I take mg square outside the root, so what I will get answer is root 10 into h. Question understood now? First what we calculate is, to calculate the resultant force acting at P, we calculate the tension. For calculating tension, what we apply? We calculated velocity. Whenever you want to calculate the velocity, what I told, so you need to apply law of conservation of energy. Finally we done. And this is about the chapter circular motion. Circular motion, some part is given in motion plane, some part given in laws of motion, and some part is given in work energy power as per your state board syllabus point of view. Now total all concepts are together we have discussed here, and this topic is very important. Okay, next class we will continue. So new chapter, that is a system of particles and rotational motion. In that chapter we will discuss for center mass. Thank you.